This is Module 3, and what we are looking at are 3 different OPACs in this module, so that you can get an idea of the different kinds of interfaces there are for searching for information in libraries, and the development of Web 2.0 applications for library catalogs. The first example you are looking at is Follett Destiny Quest. And in Kentucky, there are many online library catalogs that use Follett Destiny Quest. There are many advantages of this library integrated library system because it is really designed for school libraries and is appropriate for K-12 audiences. And Destiny Quest is a web-based application that students can use in any location where they have access to the internet. And also there are a number of Web 2.0 features that are built into this system. And let's go over that now. First, you see the front page for Destiny Quest, and there's a number of Web 2.0 features built into this interface. First of all, there is a place for students to personalize their interaction with the library catalog by changing its skin, and that is very motivating for a number of students. There's also a top 10 list where students can see the most popular books and find books in their interest areas, and then when they find one, they can drag and drop titles to their own personal list. For students and teachers at the school, there is a place where students and teachers can add resource lists, which are comprised of items in the library catalog, and that is very useful for students doing research projects. So, for example, this school has a resource list on the American Revolution and contains a number of different books and their call numbers. And then there is a section for new arrivals. Now let's look and see how you search for titles in Follett Destiny Quest. For example, we'll search for Alice in Wonderland, and you can see that a number of titles are displayed in all formats: video, fiction titles, and then related titles such as The Looking Glass Wars. So also there's ways to narrow your search by author, subject, accelerated reader level, location and format, and language. So you can see that this is a very easy interface for K-12 students. So that is Follett Destiny Quest. Now we will look at WorldCat, which is one of the world's largest library catalogs. And WorldCat is a consortium contained of all public and academic libraries where they enter records and they share records that they have created. And so that is why the library catalog is so big. Also, there are some very interesting Web 2.0 features built into WorldCat. First of all, you can create your own account. They have a mobile application for WorldCat, and there are ways that you can do visual explorations of the library network, and then you can also do a genre browse. So they are continuing to try to make these catalogs more Web 2.0 accessible. Now you will see that they have a single simple search interface, which is a keyword search. And so what we're going to do is search for Alice in Wonderland. And so what you see are a number of different titles related to Alice in Wonderland, and you can see that there are displays of the cover when available of each of these items. There's ways to narrow the search located on the left-hand side by fiction, nonfiction, juvenile, non-juvenile, by date and format. Now let's select a title, and you will see that over on the right hand corner are the authorized subject headings for this. There's also a place for user tags, and you can see that only one tag has been developed for this particular title, but there's also a number of subject headings. Also, there is a feature in WorldCat where if you enter your zip code, you can find that title's location in a library near you. So you can see how this would be a very user-friendly and very useful library catalog. There's also places for printing, sharing, the permalink for the title if you want to put it on a list in your library catalog, and also the citation for this item. So that is the WorldCat catalog. It also has advanced search functions, which enable you to search for items by keyword, title, author, year, a lot of different ways to narrow your search. Now let's look at the Library of Congress catalog. The Library of Congress catalog also is one of the largest catalogs in the world. All material that is copyrighted in the United States is cataloged in the Library of Congress catalog, and the Library of Congress is also the official library for the Senate and House of Representatives. Now there's different search interfaces for the Library of Congress. You can search by keyword, title, author, or subject, but if you have already noticed, the Library of Congress online catalog really does not contain very many Web 2.0 features. It's rather flat in its presentation of material. Now we will search for Alice in Wonderland, and you can see that there are a number of results displayed, and there's a way you can add limits to search results so that you can narrow your search. But as you can see here, here is a record for Alice in Wonderland, a title published in 1986 with illustrations. You can see that the record is displayed here with its location. In the Subject Contents tab, you can see the subject headings for the record, and these are Library of Congress subject headings. They are not Sears subject headings, and the Library of Congress classification number. You can also see the full record for the item, which contains all the relevant information related to the item. And one thing that will be useful for you later in this class, the MARC record for this item, which is the computer record for the item, is also displayed. Library of Congress enables you to access and download MARC records, so if you are adding items to your library catalog, this is a place where you can go and get records. So this is a very brief tour of 3 different library online public access catalogs, or OPACs: Destiny Quest, WorldCat, and Library of Congress, and you can see that each of these are a little bit different in how the user interacts with the catalog. The Library of Congress is a little bit of a flat online catalog. It was one of the earliest online catalogs developed. WorldCat has incorporated many Web 2.0 features such as tag clouds, mobile applications, and pictures of book covers. And Destiny Quest, the most Web 2.0 and K-12 friendly OPAC that we have looked at, contains book covers, top 10 lists, places where students can customize their interface, create their own reading lists, and create lists for any research projects they're looking on. So we will be talking more about OPACs and their features on our discussion board, and I look forward to discussing these things with you online.